Texas is in the same issue that the Padres are in with Bally Sports, is that with the bankruptcy issue. Now, Arizona, everybody keeps saying, because they're a part of Bally Sports too, how did they get the money to sign Eduardo Rodriguez? The playoff funding. You make the World Series, you get a fund.
The Yankees make that big move for Soto, and now the Yankees are close to maybe landing Yamamoto. So all the things that Brian Cashman said and really threw some of the players under the bus was something that Brian Cashman doesn't do. He throws them under the bus, and then they make a big trade. They had one of the best sluggers in the league, left-handed power. They traded for Verdugo.
They've needed forever.
Yep, they traded for Verdugo, and now they added Soto, and they'll probably, hopefully, very soon you're going to hear that they're going to land Yamamoto. It's either them or the Mets. So it's interesting. It really is. Yamamoto's the big name.
The Yamamoto thing, because now the Mets he views are the favorite because of the meeting they had with Yamamoto. And it's so funny. People were saying to me, "Oh, as a Met fan, you must be so upset the Mets didn't get Ohtani." I said, "Are you out of your mind? If the Mets give Ohtani 12 years and $600-something million, whatever he's going to get, you're an idiot for doing that." Everybody's been asking the question about Yamamoto. Has he had Tommy John surgery?
No.
The answer is no, he has not. So it's almost like you're waiting for that shoe to drop at some point with him is when he will get it. It's almost like the common norm now, right? Every pitcher's going to get it because, again, God did not put us on this earth to torque your arm at that kind of angle and throw a baseball that hard. Therefore, you're putting a lot of strain on that muscle. It's going to happen. It's bound to happen. But then the other question is, too, is like you said about Yamamoto. You brought up Blake Snell. You think Blake Snell could sign beforehand. I know Blake Snell, what I've heard is he wants to sign with his hometown team, the Seattle Mariners. The Mariners are in the same situation with Bally Sports. That's why they dumped Jarred Kelenic, amongst others, to the Braves. They're trying to get it. And I actually feel really bad for the Mariners because I feel like this is their window. And, when they have pretty good starting pitching. You have Julio Rodriguez, who is going to be one of the better superstar players in this league at some point. And they can't do anything now because they don't have money to spend. And the Texas Rangers are the same issue now. The report is now that Montgomery is not going to resign with the Texas Rangers. The Rangers are having money issues too with Bally Sports. And now the question is going to be, there's so many of these teams, right, that are going to have this problem. How do you figure this out? If you're the Texas Rangers, this is your window right now to do something, to win multiple championships. Not just this one, because they have the team to do it. They have the manager to do it. They have the organization in place to make it multiple championships. Jordan Montgomery was a massive cog in that rotation for that team in the playoffs. He essentially, remember, they lost DeGrom. They lose Scherzer. Montgomery and Eovaldi were the horses in that rotation for Texas in that playoff spot. Now you're going to lose Montgomery because they can't pay him. I just thought it was interesting that the winter meetings you heard, other than the Soto deal, I didn't hear anything. Rodriguez was the only player I heard that reported to the winter meetings meeting with teams. Other than that, usually you see players come with their agents. They meet with other owners and GMs and all this. I didn't hear that. There's so many free agents. Again, we brought up Snell, Montgomery. You have Josh Hader, who is still out there. You have, Teoscar Hernandez is another one who's out there. Of course, Ohtani, Yamamoto, Imanga, the other pitcher, Jung-Ho Lee, the Korean outfielder, he's still there. So it seems like the international market is going to be a little more on the up this year.
I don't think this is a good free agent market. I really don't. Next year is definitely.
When you have Burns and Bieber and Dylan Cease, and then in the hitters market, you have Soto, possibly Alonso, Bregman. The market next year is where everybody's going to be lining up. Major League Baseball right now, you're seeing it, right, by the ratings. You're seeing it by the viewership. The ratings were horrible for this World Series. They were not good. It was one of the worst rated World Series in baseball.
Well, also, you had Arizona, the Diamondbacks.
You had Arizona
and Texas. Nobody really wanted to see Texas there except maybe the Texas fans. And it was more the Houston Astros. That's what everybody wanted to see. They wanted to see the Houston Astros versus the Philadelphia Phillies again.
Yep.
And
that's
it didn't.
The wild card round comes into play.
And it didn't work out that way. It really didn't work out that way.
This wild card round is the problem because when you open up the wild card round, you're giving these teams, every team is getting an opportunity now. So they're consistently playing, and these other teams are getting bye weeks. We've now seen it 2 years in a row with the Atlanta Braves. The Braves were the best team in baseball this year. They're eliminated in the first round. The Dodgers eliminated in the first round by the Arizona Diamondbacks. I can't stand Rob Manfred. I think he's a moron.